Well, James Head is a Professor of Geological Sciences at Brown University. Great to see you again. First of all, how important is this launch for China's space program?
Well, this is a really critical one because, indeed, you need to resupply the spacecraft and the space station. So having Tianzhou 3 get to the space station with all these supplies, it makes Tiangong really much more successful because you actually have to eat up there. You have to do everything up there. So you need to have supplies. You have to need scientific experiments, and it's a critical step. I believe it's something like of the order of the 4th out of 11 to complete the space station. So it's very, very important.
Well, you said it's 4th out of 11. There are, yes, a few more missions to go until it's really ready to host scientific experiments. But are things on track then to be operational by 2022?
It sounds very much so. I mean, the astronauts, the taikonauts, just came back a couple of days ago, and indeed, we're already sending up there the resupply. So that'll be all ready when the new taikonauts get there soon, later this fall, and basically are ready to stay for 6 months, and they'll have plenty to work on. And indeed, this Tiangong is people say it's only 20% of the size of the International Space Station, but most space scientists look upon it as, hey, there's 20% more room to do things. So it's a very, very exciting move to enhance international science.
I know you're very excited about this project. When it comes to global research, you've said it, this is going to be much smaller than the International Space Station. So do we really need another laboratory in space?
Absolutely. If you think about space, space is huge. And we need information about looking back down on the Earth, looking up into space, and indeed performing experiments on ourselves as we're in space. The astronauts, the taikonauts, what is it like to be there for long durations so that we can understand how we can stay on the moon and move on to Mars? This is really critical, important, and it takes a lot of different efforts and different approaches to accomplish these major goals of human exploration of the planets.
Now, Beijing's been ambitious in space. I'm thinking about the Baidu Global Navigation System, that mission to Mars, which we spoke to you about. There's also been some space junk falling to Earth. What's your outlook, though, in terms of where and how far China's space exploration can go?
Well, we're just analyzing samples from Chang'e 5, which were a robotic mission, the first one since 1974. That brought samples back from a critical area on the moon. And indeed, we're working with our Chinese colleagues on the the rover that's on the surface of Mars right now. I mean, it's incredible. And there are plans to go return samples from Mars. And so there's lots of really important things. And, basically, as in space, infinity is the frontier. And so we have only one place to go, and that's up.
Always a pleasure talking to you. James Head at Brown University, thank you very much.